Okay, so we're recording. So we got 2017, the year your personal best again. This is our leadership session. And we're going to talk about the leadership changes. But first, we're going to talk about some good things that are going on in some of your teams. In campaign 2, we have our top 5 in total unit sales for both districts. So we have Miss Dawn at number 1 in 2310 with 3787. And remember, this is campaign 2, you guys. Don't be too hard on yourselves. This is a tough campaign. Dottie at number 2 with 2970. Victoria at number 3 with 2907. Leanne at 2532. Joyce Stanley at 1543. So congratulations, District 2310. And in District 2867, look at Christy Scruggs, 11,000 in unit sales. Janet Smith, we call her Alice. Where is she? Is she here? She's here. 3,200 in unit sales, number 2 in the district. Amy Hara, number 3 with 2,229. And Rachel, who is retiring, is number 4 with 1,341. And Sandy, who hasn't even worked her leadership business for over a year, is number 5 in total unit sales with 1,041. So her team's still going really strong. That's the perfect example of when you want to take time off, you can still earn money, right? And we have 2 representatives that actually had additions for campaigns 1 and 2, and that's Miss Christy Scruggs. She actually has one coming in for campaign 3 too. And a new promoter, Peggy Helms, with her first person coming in at campaign 2. And again, the Rise Up bonus, okay? So it runs through campaign 6. Again, it says I'm using a lot of data here, or my computer's running slow, I guess. So just another look at the Rise Up bonus on the left, and then the new leadership chart on the right. So nothing's really changed with the levels. So you still need your 3 representatives on your team ordering, 3 people that you've personally brought in, placing an order, and your personal order of at least $200 with a total between you and them of at least $1,000 in sales. That is what gets you to Bronze Ambassador. So if you're not yet a titled leader, that's what you need to get to first, and that can earn you that $1,000 Rise Up bonus, that's a lot better of a bonus than what's going to be in the new earnings, the advancement bonus. But you have to get that by campaign 6. So you have to promote to your title, and then you have to hold it for 4 whole campaigns. So get there, and then 3 more campaigns, 4 total, to earn that $1,000 bonus. But nothing has changed with what you need except for the first 2 levels with promoter and star promoter to get that 3%, and to get that 3% sponsoring bonus, you have to have that $50 personal order each campaign to get that 3% bonus. And as Christy said on our last call, every level, every person can earn that $20 recruiting bonus, or whatever you want to call it, sponsoring bonus. Anytime you bring somebody into Avon as a new representative and they place a $150 order in their first or second campaign now, starting with campaign 4, you have that 2 campaign period there. You can earn $20 for each person, plus that 3% sponsoring bonus for all of your newbies. Again, Missy Tenney, congratulations, a big $2,000 payout. She was so excited. She's like, oh, it's in my bank, it's in my bank. She's been waiting. She made it in campaign 24, so she had 25, 26 in campaign 1 to hold on to it. So her sales alone put her at she only needed a couple people ordering just a little bit to put her at the silver level. So pretty easy money for her. And then again, the Kickstart changes right now, campaign 4. So, and I say right now because campaign 4 appointing is already over with. So anybody that you already have in the pipeline, this is something you can reach out to them for within the last 30 days. If they've started within the last 30 days and haven't placed an order yet as of campaign 3, this can be something you can reach out to them for campaign 4 and say, hey, place that first order, you're going to get 40%, and then we can work on your sales levels to help you earn 40% through your next 6 campaigns. So it's a total of 7 campaigns now that they can earn 40%. Gives them a really good foundation and gives us something to play with that first order. You know, come in and try it, and you can get your first order 40% off. And 7 campaigns, that's a little bit over 3 months now. So, and it says the first campaign, which could be as short as a few days, but we know they're appointing way out. Like if you look at your onboarding calendar right now for West Virginia, let's see, what is today? We is 17th. We're already appointing for campaign 5 through next week. So the 25th we start appointing for campaign, or the 26th we start appointing for campaign 6. Now New York, you have a little bit of a later schedule, and notice I'm just separating this by state, because if you're out in the district recruiting, that's what it's going to be. But you guys can recruit anybody anywhere. So when it comes right down to it, we can, all you have to do is that zip code search, and you can find people in RPS 9 and 10 to appoint if it comes down to it. So New York, you guys just started appointing for campaign 5 today. And yeah, so we're appointing in West Virginia, we're appointing for campaign 5 until next week. You guys just started today for campaign 5. If you're in RPS 8, if you're in RPS 10, you're appointing for campaign 4 until the 19th, and then it switches over to campaign 5. So that means if they go on and try to sign up on your website, that's what campaign is going to put them in. That's what books they're going to receive from Avon. So basically, if they're signing up now, they're not going to get campaign 4 brochures. But if it's somebody that you know, you can actually give them campaign 4 brochures, or they can use their daily collection flyer, or they can use that e-brochure if they want to order early. Totally up to you. You know, they do get that 40% the first campaign now. If they want to get in there and get some extra points for the Bahamas trip, that might be a good idea for them to start in campaign 4, so they can start racking up those points for their sales for each campaign. Just some ideas for you. And again, just the big 40%, 50. They still earn $50 per qualified recruit. They don't earn both. So if they're in the Kickstart program, they can't get that $20 recruiting bonus plus the $50. It's just whichever one pays more, which in the Kickstart, it's the $50 qualified recruit bonus. So it's more lucrative for them, of course, to get the $50. And then if they do both, they still get that kicker bonus. And so we want to make sure that they're getting all of their sales goals. They have a tracker on their Avon.com. They have tons and tons of materials that will help them track that. So they still need to, their second campaign, if they don't have that in their first campaign, they need to have that 150 in their second campaign to get that 40% earnings. And then it increases $50 each campaign. Basically 2 customers every campaign if they add. Go past that one. Dun-dun-dun. Okay, so that all started in campaign 4. This is what starts in campaign 9. So it's basically the earnings changes for all representatives are switching over in campaign 9. So that's when they're going to earn on the first dollar of sales. So they're going to start earning 20% no matter how much they sell. So they're at least going to earn something, which is fantastic. This is exciting. It's going to help us bring more people in. We definitely don't want to wait till campaign 9, because by then the Bahamas is over, right? We want to get them in before that. But this is going to benefit every representative you're bringing in between now and campaign 9. And then again, that's when the earnings for e-store and brochure are going to be the same. No matter how you order or how your customers order, you're going to earn the same, which is fantastic. Watches change over to getting full commission instead of fixed, campaign 9. And then they've just evened out some of the earnings levels. And again, I can't really tell you guys enough how important it's going to be for you to focus on getting your good representatives to President's Club. This is going to help you, because you all know if they're in President's Club, they stay longer, right? So now you have an incentive, so they can earn 50% if they just get to President's Club level. And if they're coming in and doing the Kickstart, the idea of that is to get them at the level of President's Club. So if you have somebody that's coming in and actually getting those Kickstart or getting close to those Kickstart numbers, that's somebody that you definitely want to point out and say, hey, you definitely want to go for President's Club, and here's the benefits and here's why. And just some of the things we're doing to support you division-wide. Lori's going to start doing some PC top seller type training. As a district, we're going to start doing those as well. We're going to do them once a campaign. We have put on the calendar, you guys are actually going to have a division calendar coming out to you with some trainings, all the trainings that are available that you can offer your teams. And then we'll have a district calendar coming out to you. And you guys know me, I partner up with a few of the other managers when I do like general training. So we're doing new representative trainings. We're going to be doing a leadership one every other Monday. And then a top seller one every other Monday. So these are things you can just kind of funnel your people into, if they can catch it, we'll record them so you guys we'll be sending them out. You guys can watch them or send them out to your team as you wish. But just some tools that we are offering to help you with your teams. If you guys think of anything else we can do to help you, let us know. That's what we're here for. Christy actually sent me a couple of names for her team members last week and, said this one's a real go-getter. What can we do for her?
Plus, I haven't had any of the black cherry water today.
I haven't had any black cherry water either.
That's another difference today. No black cherry water.
So if you have people on your team that you want me to work with or you want me to help you with, let me know who they are and we'll see what we can do to partner with them. I have 2 appointments scheduled with 2 people on her team. One of them's going out recruiting with me. One of them's holding a mixer. New York, it's a little harder for you because I'm not there, but there's things that we can do virtually as well, and I can help you with that. So please reach out and let me know what I can do to support you.
I like cooked cauliflower.
I don't know who that is because I can't hear. I can't see. I can't see. Usually it lights up. It tells me who's talking.
Raw cauliflower.
Who likes raw cauliflower? I don't know. Maybe it's Meg. Usually it lights up and tell me who's talking, but it's not. So fundraisers haven't changed. Registered fundraisers still stay at 50% earnings. Great way for them to get to President's Club, right? So, but you guys will all get a copy of this. I know Christy should be receiving some of the actual flyers. I think Alice will be receiving some. They said leader level. I'm not sure who else. So they'll send me a few and it'll be on. You can print it from your Avon.com right now, I think. And this is actually printed right from the Guide to Earnings Enhancements. So there's basically where I found out, because we don't have the FAQs, but this is actually where we found out the sponsor bonus. There's let's say, where's it at? Promoting bonus, you're going to receive the better of the payments between the promotion bonus and the Rise Up bonus. The mentor is eligible to receive the mentor bonus if they are the same title or higher as the promoting leader in their downline. So if your downline leader passes you up in title, you're not going to get that mentor bonus because you're not actually mentoring them. They're kind of passing you up. That makes you feel good, Christy, right? There's a few people that don't want those uplines to get that bonus, right? So, and again, in order to receive the full promotion bonus, you got to read this fine print here. That's where you promote and perform at the title for 4 of the 5 campaigns. So you have one grace campaign. So you can mess up one time, which is really good. That would have been really nice at Christmas time. And again, this is part of the new earnings program. This isn't an incentive. So, and then they just changed. I'm sure you guys have noticed that they've added bronze in there for ambassador for those first levels. So now we have bronze, silver, and gold ambassadors. And the change there is the 3% on their second generation. Let's see, what else is on here? Anything good? Mentor bonuses. I mean, those bonuses go way up there. $20,000 for a promotion bonus. That's pretty. When you get to platinum executive, a $20,000 bonus, that'd be a nice check, right? Who's on their track? Okay, so effective campaign 9. This is again the earnings level. So beauty and jewelry, including watches, is going up to 20% up to $149, and then 30% up to $299. 35% from $300 up, $500 or more is 40%. This is non-PRP. All fashion and home earn 20, and then PRP still earns exactly the same. So out with the old. This is the old, and you can see on here that G2 You used to earn 1% and 2%. So now that's all going up to 3%. And there you have it. There's their 3%. And then that added 3% on all the new people that you're bringing in. So this is really an incentive for you to bring new people in, for you to promote your title, for you to get people in your downline to advance their title. If you're a leader and you have somebody that advances to bronze ambassador, it's a $250 bonus for you. $250. So $500 for them. It's not too shabby. Ambassador is pretty easy. I mean, if you've been around when we had the old unit leader days, it was a little bit harder because you had to have about 7 people, and now you need 3. We say 5 because you need a little bit more than 3 to make sure you get that $1,000 in sales. But basically, this chart, I know it looks kind of scary if you're new to leadership, but it's not. This column just tells what you need to have in personal sales, and basically it's 200 across the board, unless you're promoter or star promoter. And that means you've brought in your first person or your second person. That's all that means. G1 orders, that generation 1 means people that you've personally brought into Avon. So we think about that like a family tree. So if you've personally brought them into Avon as a new representative, they're your first generation. They're like your baby. If they're your second or third generation that you see over here, that would be like your second generation will be like your grandkids, and that would be like your great grandkids. So G2 is people that your G1 has brought in. G3 is people that your G2 has brought in. If you just think about it as your family tree, it's sometimes easier to remember for us. This column just shows the total sales you need for your team. So as you can see, Christy's a gold leader. So on a normal campaign, not campaign 1 and 2, campaign 1 and 2 are always lower, but on a normal campaign, her and her team sell over $20,000. Isn't that awesome? And she has to have at least 10 people ordering from her first generation. I think she has 60, 70. I don't know. It's way more than 10. Her sales are always over $200. And she has to have 2 generation 1 silver ambassadors in her team, which she has a lot more than 2. So now she's going to start, she earns 8.5% on everything her first generation sells, 3% on the second gen, and 2% on the third gen. And now she's going to add 3% to everybody she's bringing into Avon. Plus, she's going back to getting those $20 recruiting bonuses. So we've been a couple years since we've had those recruiting bonuses for everyone. So this is exciting. This is not just a bonus. This is in the plan now. This is in the earnings. So it's going to stay. Right? It's going to stay. That's what they tell me. So here's your promotion bonuses if you promote your title. So whatever title you're at now, this is what you can earn. If you're a bronze ambassador and you can up your sales to 2,000 and you can have a few more representatives on your team, you can earn $750 in promotion bonuses for yourself. So wherever you're at, look at this chart and see how much money you can earn. I know Christy's already eyeballing when her advance comes. She's working on it. So this is what we have now, the path to leadership success. We have Build, Advance, and Mentor. They've increased all the earnings for ambassadors in their second generation, promotion bonuses, mentor bonuses, paid out over 4 campaigns with 1 grace period. If any of that confuses you, let me know. We can talk about it more. Betty also talked about the value of traditional recruiting, and of course she mentioned that they love all recruits, which we do. We know we need to help all representatives, but statistically they looked at the numbers and it showed that traditional recruits, which means not shared Avon leads, people that you've personally brought in, they stay longer with Avon, they sell more, they are more likely to bring others into Avon, and they have higher earnings, which means it's all good for them and it's all good for you. So people that you're personally sponsoring are better quality than shared Avon leads. And I'm pretty sure I heard, I'm not sure if it was Betty, but somebody hinted to the fact that Alma leads, Avon leads, were not going to be around for a long time. So I've never been a fan of them. So if you're a fan of Alma leads, you might want to utilize that as much as you can for now. But personal recruiting is definitely always the best. Again, there's your power of duplication. I don't have to go over that again. The scratch off tickets again from campaigns 2 to 13. So if you had personal recruits in campaign 2, you definitely will probably be getting your scratch off tickets soon, and that goes through campaign 13. We don't know what kind of prizes are in there yet, so it'll be interesting to start seeing you guys scratch those tickets off. So just some vibe updates. This is, first of all, they said that there was like 3,500 people that still haven't got registered and gotten onto Vibe. If you're a leader and you haven't gotten onto Vibe yet and you need help with that, let me know. I'll be happy to help you with it. This is your new system. This is your new Downline Manager. Downline Manager is going away next month, so you're not going to be able to access it at all. It's going bye-byes. So everything is going to be switched over. Your leadership earnings, they are actually updating the speed, so it's going to be 200% faster. Yay. They're going to be adding new little widgets so that you can track your incentives easier. All this is going to be done in the first quarter on the left here. And it says that every 2 weeks they're ongoing some transformations. So they're kind of updating it as we go. And then as we get new incentives, you'll see some of the company-wide initiatives. They're going to be, they call them widgets, so they're just a tech name, little icons that you can click on in Vibe to like track your incentives and see some of the new things coming out. So in second quarter, they're going to be testing some of the new optimization and changes that they're going to be doing before they roll it out. It's nice to know they're testing it first. They're going to create a community tool where you can vote on transformations to make to that program in the future. So they're actually going to be coming out to you and asking for your opinion on that. So you want to make sure you're getting in there this quarter and looking around it so you can kind of give them your feedback on that. And then Q3, Q4, they're going to be executing some of the transformations that they get from that feedback in the second quarter. And then some of the things that they're going to be looking at is migrating Elma into Vibe so that you have everything in one platform. So that's going to bring some changes to the lead system, I'm sure, as well. I have no idea what a CIC and CRM consolidation is. I'm pretty sure that's customer service, but I don't know how that's going to consolidate. And then your Avon customer address book is going to be consolidated with your Vibe. So that's even going to help you keep track of your customers and your team. So that's pretty cool. And here, this just gives you an outlook at like Vacation Like a Boss. This is one of the widgets that you're going to be able to pop up there and see right where you're tracking for it. They did not tell us whether this was going to be available as quickly as we need it to be so that you can track your Vacation Like a Boss, but we're hoping. So we'll be watching for that. And they also are going to be making improvements so that you can utilize that on your phone, and it's going to look nicer, mobile friendly. And then we know the Vacation Like a Boss. So the Bahama trip, Atlantis and the Bahamas, all expense paid. And I know some of you have went on trips with Avon, some of you have not. But here's your points. You want to remember $2,500 if you want a trip for one, $4,000 if you want a trip for two. If you don't want to win the trip, if you get the 2,500 points, you can win 500. You can earn 500 in cash. If you get the 4,000 points, you can get $1,000 cash instead of the trip. And again, it's June 11th to the 14th, so you want to make sure you get your passport started. I think you still need a passport for the Bahamas. I'm not sure. Christy's like, I already got it. So this is just some of the details. So when they say personal recruit, that means not Elma, not Avon generated lead. And that means that they could never have been an Avon lead. So you want to be careful with that. You know, make sure it's make sure you know which one it is. And we'll have trackers that are starting soon, so we'll be able to know that. Okay, so here it is. Here's the question we had earlier. So the title promotion is advanced to a higher achievement title during the incentive period based on your campaign 2 achievement title. So campaign 2 of 2017. So they've reset it. So you guys are good to go. So whatever you are at the close of campaign 2. Only ambassadors and above are eligible under this method. So I don't know what they're taking for the higher ups. That must be where they went back to campaign 5 of last year. So we're waiting for I guess we're waiting to learn what a title above ambassador would need to be. So mentor first generation representative to promote. We already know about that. see, there's going to be an additional guest buy-in. So if you only win the 2,500 points and you want to take a guest, you'll be able to buy it in. But honestly, you can win that 4,000. You can win it for free. So you can definitely work to earn that second person for free. Of course, the rewards cannot be transferred or it says redeemed for cash, but it tells you over there that you can earn the cash instead of the trip if you earn it and can't go. Representative's account must be in good standing, not past due more than 2 campaigns. Past due no more than 2 campaigns. So that's another one. And we don't want any balances over $500. So when it comes time for that, make sure you have that balance paid down. Okay. I don't know what's on this page because it's not showing up. Okay, so here's where it says that in the event the achiever is unable to attend, he or she will receive 500. If you achieved with a guest, you'll receive 1,000. Of course, you must be 18 to win because you have to be 18 to be a rep, but your guest must be at least 13 years old. And of course, they're going to have you sign a publicity release. So if you want to take your teenager with you, that's great, but they're going to have pictures and things like that that are going to go along. And tracking should be starting on the 30th. Achievers will be posted on May 2nd. So there's a date to put on your calendar. May 2nd, we will know if you're going to the Bahamas. Here's just a little tracker that I made up that if you have Excel, you can actually utilize this form live. And you can punch in your numbers each campaign. If you don't have Excel, we're going to blank these numbers out so you can just write it down and add up your numbers as you go. But this is just an example. This is if you even miss the sales for 3 campaigns. So say you don't have 300 in sales for 3 of those campaigns between campaign 3 and campaign 9. So 75 points for 4 campaigns. So we're assuming that you get $300 in sales from campaign 5 to campaign 8. And we're assuming that since we're already done appointing for campaign 3, that you don't have any recruiting points here. But campaign 4, 5, and 6, you have at least 1 personal recruit. And then for 7, 8, and 9, you've ramped it up. It's getting warmer outside. And we have 2 recruits per campaign. So you have 300, 300, 300, 600, 600, 600. That's a total of 2,700 points. And up here for your sales, you already have 300. So if you just want the trip for 1, you've already got it right there. You can even take a few. You can probably take one of these recruits off and you've still got it. So you still got 2,700 points. If you want a trip for 2 or $1,000 cash, you want to keep going, right? You want that 4,000. If you've done this right here, you're going to get, I mean, there's no way that you're not going to advance your title because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9 recruits, right? Between those 9 recruits, even if they just have $100 and you have to have $200 in sales, you're going to have that $1,000 you need for ambassador, and you're going to promote from star promoter or promoter to ambassador. If you're already titled, you're going to add 9 more people to your team, and you're going to add at least 1,000 to 1,200 in sales. Right now, the average representative order is about 130, and this is the bad time of the year. So we're actually averaging over our average order from last year. So the sales are definitely picking up. Part of that is because our prices are going just an inch higher. So this is how simple it is. I mean, you want to focus on that $300 in personal sales each campaign. And advancing your title, again, is a big boost. So $1,000 or 1,000 points there for you. Just doing this, 9 recruits between now and campaign 9, and 4 campaigns of $300 in sales. I know most of you are going to blow that out and get every campaign with $300 in sales. But just this is 4,000 points. I mean, it really is achievable. Everyone can do this. Let me see the chat. We got some chats coming in here. What are you guys talking? You guys are already planning. Look at that. Oh, look at that. See, they're just turning those cameras off. Okay. Not sure I know how to do that, Joy. I'm not sure what you were asking there. Christy says, get those passports now. If you wait until May 2nd, you're not going to get them in time. So where do you even go to get one? Yep, courthouse. you can go to, yeah, your circuit clerk's office. We took my husband and son to the courthouse, filled out the paperwork, then we had to go to like Rite Aid or CVS to do the picture. Oh, how to get on Vibe. Joy, we can do like a screen share if you want to help you with that. So I'm going to send this little form out to you. I know there's some other little forms out there, and they should have a tracker, but I haven't seen one yet from Avon. But you can actually track each campaign, what you do here, and keep track of your own numbers. And if you're a titled leader and you have somebody that advances, you can earn a $500 or 500 points. So, I mean, you could really help your team advance and get a lot of points that way as well. So, I mean, this Bahamas trip is not just for you guys. This is a great way for you to bring other people in. This is a great way for you to fill the table up at the mixers, even the virtual mixers that we do. Hey, would you like to earn a free, all expense paid trip to the Bahamas for you and a friend? Okay, that's going to get them to bring a friend with them. So you're not only going to get a new recruit, you're going to get new promoters. Everybody knows we need new promoters. All of you do. That's how you're going to increase your earnings. That's how you grow your team. Duplication. Okay, so if you have 4 new promoters in the first quarter, that's 4 people you have out there building their business, which it all rolls up and helps you build your business. So, I mean, I can't tell you how excited I am about all these, not just the Bahamas incentive, but we have the Tennessee trip for reps, Rep Fest. It's full of energy. It's full of excitement. It's full of tons and tons of learnings. The Bahamas trip is it's just a feel good, relax vacation, not many people get. Okay. We work hard, and something like this is a really good incentive, especially direct sellers. I mean, you guys, some people work a regular job and they do this on the side, and they're always doing something. So it's just nice to have a relaxing few days in the Bahamas, man, for free. Who wouldn't want that? So let's talk about how you're going to get it, right? Okay, we know what we need. So what are you going to do? How many people are you going to talk to every day to make sure you have at least 9 new recruits? Qualified, successful recruits, which means they have a $150 order. You might need 12, you might need 15 to get to that 9. You just have to kind of think about what your success rate is. And are all of those going to be personal recruits, or are you going to have Alma leads? Some of you I know purchase Alma leads. Some of you don't. That's fine. But the Alma leads are worth $150, so you need more if you use those. So we talked a little bit earlier about Avon mixers. This is the quickest way. Christy, how many did we sign up for your mixers? I think 7 or 8, the first 2. I can't remember. I think we had 5 the first one.
I think it was 5 or 6.
Yeah, 5 the first one and 2 the second one, I think. I can't remember. And so she's had a lot of success with just the mixers. And all that is pizza and possibilities, whatever you want to call it, girls' night out. It's basically just a little opportunity meeting that we call something else. We get them together, we feed them pizza, and we talk a little bit about Avon. We don't even really push a lot of info down their throat. Christy shares her story, which is a good story. And we talk a little, we have a few products that we share. And, this is something that you guys can do on your own. You don't really need me, but it's just getting started. So if you don't know how to do these, it's nice to have support there. So that's an opportunity for you. Events, if you have events that you can do, whatever you can do to get yourself in front of a lot of people so that you can get 9 to 10 to 12 or whatever number of recruits you want to get. But I know it's already started. We've already missed recruiting for campaign 3 and 4, but you still have 5 through 9. So you can focus on getting your recruits for those campaigns. And, like I said earlier, who can you bring with you? Who do you want to take to the Bahamas with you? Like Alice said earlier, some of you might not know Alice, but her husband doesn't usually get into the Avon stuff with her. So for him, he wants that Bahamas trip. So now he's like helping her out. So that's something we can all use. And revisit your customer list, your who do you know list. So write down everybody that you know. Like if you send Christmas cards out, who is on that list that you might know that you haven't talked to about Avon for a while? Let them know, hey, we got a Bahamas trip. You want to go to the Bahamas with me? You can earn 40% right away. It's changing our earning structure. It's new Avon, so they're changing everything for the better. I mean, I don't know if you saw Lisa Wilbur's video, but she's like, usually I see something I like and some things I don't like. And this time she saw everything was good. And I haven't seen anything that I don't like yet either. It's all really exciting. So think about who you want to take with you and what you can do. And like I said, if you want to go, please get with me or your upline and we will help you. We want to make sure that nobody misses out on this. And I hope to see you guys all at RepFest too. So we haven't heard if managers get to go to the Bahamas, but we know we're going to RepFest. So Nashville, Tennessee, make sure you guys get on that as well. And I love this slide. It's just a fun fact. So it's week 2, I think maybe week 2.5 now. So we have like 50 more weeks left in the year. If you go back to that 3 a day, simply by talking to 3 people a day, 5 days a week, and sharing the amazing Avon opportunity, the earnings opportunity, you would have shared the opportunity with 2,250 individuals by the end of the year. Okay, so if you take statistics, and even if only a fourth of those people joined your team, next year you would have 562 new team members. So if you want to be serious about your business and work it like a job, make sure you put on your calendar to talk to 3 people a day, 5 days a week. And so you can do like a total of 15 people a week and spread that out any way you want during the week. But 3 people a day is pretty doable. And that could be in person, that could be on social media. There's all kinds of different ways to get to that number. But how would you like to have 562 new team members? That's pretty awesome. That's a lot of people. Just some food for thought to end our meeting as you're thinking about your trip to the Bahamas. Okay, so does anybody have any questions on how to get there or anything that we discussed? Everybody's got it down, you got your plan, and you're going to the Bahamas, right? Robert, I don't know if you're like me, but when you have kids, you don't get too many trips without the kids, right? Yes, Joy, we can print it. I will actually send it out via email, and I'll post it on our district group too, so you guys can print those. We don't have like the FAQs yet. They should be coming this week. Wednesday, we have a leadership call, so I know we should have more details for that. Did they send you guys an email inviting you to that or not? I don't know if it came to you guys or not. I'll look and see, and I'll forward it if we need to. Okay, let me look through the chat and just make sure I didn't miss anything. First or second campaign. Yeah, they need to have that $150 order in first or second campaign now instead of just the first with the Kickstart. So, and then the third campaign, they're going to need to up it to 200 in sales, and then in $50 increments each time. Okay, so I don't see any other questions. If you guys, like I said, if you need anything, reach out to me. Let me know what I can do to help you. I have you guys, everybody that joined in on the meetings tonight, I'll be sending you guys something in the mail to help you with your business, just like we would in person. So you get some goodies for coming to the sales meeting, leadership meeting. But if you have anything specific that you think will help you with your teams, let me know. I'll do what I can for you guys, and we'll see you guys in the Bahamas, right? Hopefully I'll see you before then. But
Hey, Gretchen, this is Kim.
Hey, Kim.
Hey, I was on my husband's phone trying to listen to everything, but I was kind of multitasking and working on schoolwork and my second job. So you'll definitely send any kind of updates through the email, please?
Yes, we will. And these are both recorded, so I'll send those out and you guys can replay them as you need. And as I get stuff, I will be sharing it out with you guys as well. You guys sometimes get it before I do, but we'll make sure you guys have it though.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions, I will tell you good night and thanks for joining in, and reach out anytime.
Thank you.
Good night.